We definitely need to go with Primordium. So what do we want? Frozen Lances or Foregone Powers? I think I want Foregone Powers. They seem a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, I think... No, actually, Oh, that's an easy question for me. Penumbra, easily. I don't really like Primordium that much. He's okay, but he has some very significant flaws. Okay. So we actually went with the Frozen Lances because I think they might be more useful in some circumstances where the difference is actually relevant. Double Daedalus, Scorch Fell and Cleanse Seraph. We have Umbra Salt, Titan's Tooth and Prism Retrieval in the starting deck. Tethys Scales and Icicle Fracture. With this Titan's Tooth, I kind of like the idea of Icicle Fracture. Aggressive Edible. That doesn't seem like it would work very well with... Aggressive Edible doesn't seem like it would work very well with Stygian in particular. I feel like we always want at least some stalwart snack in there, so might as well start with that. I feel like Primordium is way too one-dimensional. Like, much more so than any other champion. Like, the new champions are less variable than the old ones, but Primordium is especially bad in that regard. Let's get a big Crazy Orb, put him on the top, and put Primordium behind him. How do we deal with these guys? I mean, probably we don't. Probably we just take the damage. Frozen Lands. I think I want to wait on that. And no, let's get the kill here. We can kill one more, then the others will go up to the pyre. 6, 9, 12. That works out. The damage shield will just go away, block 1 damage. Isn't attack better? Can we? No, we can't. Well, that kills the entire floor. I could also do it on the bottom, but I probably should have. Well, I still can. I'm gonna take 3, that's fine. I probably should have done it on the bottom the first time I had the chance to. Heck Morsels, Perils, Immortal Trade. What do we want here? So our deck is pretty much always gonna go in the direction of have one big dude. We have no way of buffing Primordium stats. Primordium being able to eat morsels would be interesting. I kind of like the idea of that, because he can only do so if you don't have a frontliner that's actually eating Primordium. So either you need to have Primordium in the front, which makes it very squishy, very easy, well, it's always squishy, but very easily killable, and or you need to set it up on a floor on its own and add the Ether later. And both of these playstyles would be more interesting than how it currently works. I'm gonna take a pack of morsels for after Primordium is eaten, even though we already have 2 Umbra assaults. Let's get a Titan's Gratitude. Maybe we want to make a Cold Celia Primordium. Or maybe we... Well... Look. We will have a frontliner that gets pretty decently big, but not huge, because our Primordium is pretty small. No, that would be a terrible idea. That would just make Primordium... If Primordium would eat other morsels as a priority over the frontliner, that would just be an insanely powerful unit, but not in an interesting way, because you could just throw down any morsels and basically multiply the effect of them over time. I don't really like that idea. I think we have to have 2 floors, and one of them is gonna be a Nameless Siren. Maybe with Quick. We'll have to see. Snaphick Shadow Eater. Shadow Eater is so good with Primordium. The Nameless Siren needs to be able to stay alive somehow. If we can't get Quick, then the armor is a good way to do that. Shadow Eater doesn't really need the extra health, but he can still benefit from it. Looks like we're gonna go for extra capacity pretty soon. Mark of Invasion. If we draw Shadow Eater first, that's pretty easy. If we don't, then we have Blinks. We don't have enough Ember to play everything I want here. I think it's just Shadow Eater, Primordium top floor. Like, we don't need to do anything on the top floor. But this floor worries me a bit. Maybe we can at least make a decent Siren here on the bottom floor. Oh yeah! Okay, if you meant it that way, that makes sense. I thought that was just... it was just obvious that it would work that way, because that's the only way that makes sense. Because otherwise Primordium would eat itself, and we can't have that. That's just a no-no. One more damage here. Prevent 2. Glad the morsel got frozen. I'm gonna play this in next turn. Wait, it doesn't matter. This guy is sweep anyways, but we win, so. And Tamra saw the Immortal Trait Perils of Production. I'm gonna take a Perils here. And a Helical? Yes. I need some frontliner damage. Backliners are pretty easy to kill right now, but frontliners not so much. I could see another Incant unit being good. Something to accompany the Nameless Siren. Even though with the Incant gain armor, she's pretty decent. Purple Sword? There are some really good relics. These are not them, but Firewall is good anyways. Because we will leak frontliners sometimes, and Firewall can help with that. Do I want a second Nameless Siren? I don't think there's anything I can do 5 times in this deck without making my deck terrible. But I feel like getting a second Nameless Siren is okay. Oh, yeah, Ninetale Orochi. I said, yeah, Primordium eating morsels if Primordium is in the front, but another unit eating Primordium. That's what I thought initially anyways, just because otherwise Primordium would be eating itself, and yeah. That's not really what we want, right? I think we want health over Ember. That was a terrible setup. What was I thinking? Let's make the most of it. Oh, actually, yeah, let's mix and match. Have one extra Ember next turn might be good. Because we do play a Shadow Eater this turn. The non-frozen plane, obviously. Perils. I do want to play the Frozen lands, the other flank as well, because we can. And then Frank's Yard on the top. That's really nice. Was a pretty good turn. These Sirens need some help. Luckily one spell plate will be enough. Yeah, that's what I was thinking you were referring to, Ninetale Orochi. And that would be pretty crazy. I kind of like how this deck is working out so far. The Shadow Eater plus Primordium combo just works and doesn't need a lot of attention, so I can work with an Incant floor on this bottom floor here instead. And Tamra Salt is literally superior in every way here. Wait. How did my Train Steward on the top die? How did this guy survive? Well, I guess we're taking 2 to the firewall. I don't really care. That's good. just play as many spells as I can. That's almost a kill. I should be able to do it with Shadow Eater here. Okay. I'm starting to like this deck. This looks like something that could work pretty well. Ugh, these spells. What do I do here? Do I just Furnace tap the Sirens? Yeah. Favorite faction? Melting Remnant. I love the intricate playstyle you can do with Reform. Yeah, Furnace tap Superfood would be one thing, but we can also just Furnace tap one of the Sirens. That would also be pretty good. What do we need? Is it raw or is it capacity? I really want extra +1 capacity. Just one. So I can actually use some morsels on top of what I have. I think that has to be the priority right now. Spell upgrades. That's pretty much what I want. Cubes as well. There's superfood. Yeah. And then we get the buffet 8 at the end. Blink is really, really bad. I think it's even worse than Frozen Lands. But let's look at the shop first. Permafrost. That could go on Furnace tap. But I don't feel like spending that much. One Blink with a 20 damage upgrade can stay, I think. Like, we can keep that for a while. The cost reduction should probably go on Titan's Gratitude. I think that benefits a lot from it. And reroll. Consume removal. I do like me a consume remove pack morsels with cost reduction. Yeah, I think that's just good. Especially after we got the extra capacity. I'm also gonna upgrade another Blink. I think upgraded Blinks are better than upgraded Frozen Lances, while unupgraded Blinks are probably worse. Yeah. I feel like Melting Remnant just has the highest skill cap. You can do very interesting things with them. Upgrade the Blink deal 42 damage. 21 times 2, not 21 plus 1. We don't have room for many Train Stewards. Well, that's not true. We have room for 2 to 3. Yeah, let's get some Blinks out. Oh, you mean upgraded with plus 10 magic power. Yes, yes. I was talking about the consume upgrade, of course. Because that's what I had at the time. Okay. I feel like Shadow Eater wants to be at the bottom. Well, maybe not in this fight specifically, but I still think that's fine. Okay, these guys are actually much scarier than I realized. We need to block some damage with the morsels. Yeah, actually, let's block both hits. Oh, we froze the Furnace tap, that's nice. That's 17 damage. That just straight destroys my pyre wall. I think we have to furnace tap, otherwise we won't get the power to deal with those guys in time. At least the perils of production is still in the deck, so I might not be totally screwed. Oh god. The Ember Drain 4, these 2 turns, they will be rough. No, I can't do that. My Nameless Sirens will just die by the time I get to play spells again. Yep. That's what's gonna happen. That won't do. I would really like to eat the Morsel Jeweler because it's gonna block 11 damage and give 1 health on top of that. I mean, that's just strictly better than blocking 11 damage, right? As long as we survive this turn. This is a pretty nasty fight. Oh god, I'm so screwed. Well, we can save... We can save this floor for this turn. Thanks to the damage shield. Eventually we need to play this Furnace Tap. Maybe I should have played it on Primordium very early on, but... Oh, so much damage taken. Uh-oh. Oh no, we have these Blinks, we should be okay. Oh, that was a nice hit. Ooh, very nice. Another Frozen Lance here. Healing 20, I think I want to heal another one. We have one more Ember next down. Heck Morsels is actually pretty good here. I should have played it on the Incant floor, obviously. Helical doesn't do a whole lot, but Titan's Tooth does. It's a lot of damage. Especially if we add these morsels to the floor. Yeah. Those are some nice numbers. Okay, we have this. We took quite a bit of damage here. But we have this now. Whew. Good thing we had Pyre Wall. That saved us quite a bit. Engine upgrade is really good. Galvian Stone is tempting as well. I'll take one. The other two are much less interesting to me. More removals and a selection of relics. Chain of Gems. That's powerful. We don't really need it with the Shadow Eater. It's most likely more gonna be for protecting Nameless Siren. Crazy things you can do with Melting Remnant. Try Bounty Stalker, Legion of Wax, or Reforming Imps. Try Burnout Rage Synergy with Little Fate's Firelight Path. Try Rector Flicker, Reform with his... What's it called? Burn Bright Path. There's a lot of broken stuff you can do with Melting Remnant. Heaven Seal. That might actually be pretty difficult for the first 1 or 2 waves. After that, I think we should be fine. This is not the floor I want to see reduced in capacity. Maybe I just use Primordium on the Siren floor this time around. To give the Sirens damage shield from the Chain of Gems. Primordium will make these Sirens very tanky. I think that's the right choice. Just this once. Let's see what we get here. I want attack. Maximum attack. And we set these up in case we draw the Shadow Eater. Prism Retrieval for a chance to draw the Siren and play it right away. No such luck. Well, we can still Packed Morsels for some more damage here. Harvest. I mean, we'll get the armor off on this floor, most likely. Okay, we are going crazy with these Sirens now, but we'll give up Ember for the rest of the fight, and I'm okay with that. I thought that I wasn't gonna be able to generate many more morsels, so I played the Train Sword here, but I do have the 0 cost. I do have that 0 cost, so... I mean, 76 times 4, 5 damage shields left. And might just be enough. Okay, that's good. Allows me to play a Guardian Stone and a bunch of spells. Least favorite clan? That's pretty hard. All the clans are pretty awesome, honestly. I mean, I do have a most favorite clan, so I should have a least favorite clan as well, but I can't really... And I guess the non-remnant clans are about the same for me. I do like Umbra, even though I don't like their champions. I do like the rest of their cards. I do like Awoken a lot. Except for Wildenton. Wildenton is kind of okay. I do like Hellhound a lot, but not so much their units. Their cards, their spells and champions are awesome. And I like Stygian, but nothing is really... Well, there are a few very exciting cards in Stygian. So if I had to pick one, it would probably be... Hellhound. But I still like Hellhound a lot. No, it's probably Stygian, because they have nothing that really stands out for me. Ah, it's tough. I can't really pick a least favorite one. I do have a most favorite one, but this is a skip. Is this a skip as well? I think so. We need some spell upgrades still. Unit upgrades would be pretty nice too. But there's also removals on this side. Gotta go there. We need holdover. Like, we pretty much need holdover soon. Let's book on. No, actually, no. Yeah, that's fine. Cost reducing the Umbra Assault makes a lot of sense to me. Soul Guard. Soul Guard? Soul Guard is an interesting champion. I prefer Tethys a little bit, but Soul Guard is pretty interesting as well. Yeah, I can't keep that Umbra Assault unupgraded, I think. These upgrades weren't that great. It's time to get some train swords out. At least one. And a frozen lance, I guess. The jump mechanic is cool, but I like Titan Channel and Cold Channel, but I think Dire Channel is very boring. That's my one concern with Do we do the same thing as last time? We can't. Not against Scorchwell. That just doesn't work. I feel like we need to set up our dear friend Shadow Eater on the bottom. That means we'll play Primordium there. Can't play this. Simply can't. Nameless Sirens can go on top, that's okay. We do have the Firewall, we can take some damage to these Scorchers. This blink should be worth it. It wasn't. Still 7 health left on the Firewall. That's fine. Helical gives me a clear on the top floor and then I can play the ultimate penance. We can't really Ember Drain here. I have a chance of discarding the Weight of Contrition. I think I do want to cast a Gratitude on the top right. Yeah. Oh, nice. Didn't take the damage. Although now well, I do have it in my deck anyways, but at least I didn't take the damage. Engine upgrade. Trying to fish for a morsel. 2 out of 5 targets are good. So we have... a 16 out of 25 16 out of 25 chance of getting a morsel here. At least one. That's good enough. Of course we double hit Fell. Yeah, why wouldn't we? We need some extra power on the top floor. How about a Umbra Assault, Frozen Lands, and Umbra Assault, Prison Retrieval? I feel like we need some morsels though. This Umbra Assault should probably go towards morsel generation. That will also allow us to play the Perils of Production without ruining our future. That's 4 range, that's 8 damage, that's not quite enough. 3 available. The morsel has damage shield, so... Well, we still have 7 health on the fire armor. On the firewall, so that's okay. This wave, however, and this hand... waves remaining 2, so we will have to deal with another ultimate penance. We can Titan's Tooth here. It's gonna add 23 to the frontliner, which is not quite enough to kill. Is it time to Furnace Tap? Because more of these waves are coming. There's a lot of 0 cost still left in the deck. I don't like it. Oh, that's so much damage. 24 damage to that one guy. And now we have to deal with 74, 4 additional rage. That makes... No, only 2 additional rage. 51. We can get him down to 56. It's not gonna work out. So better hit the backliner then. We need more defense. Oh, that should have gone on the front. I forgot about the Chain of Gems. Same here, but on the bottom at least it doesn't matter. Thank you, have a nice time, Ninetale Orochi. Weight of Contrition and then Titan's Gratitude, I think. Oh, can we not afford to play the weight? We can't afford to play the weight. Yeah, this might very well be a loss. Well, at least we got our ability to generate Ember back now, so maybe it's not that bad. Oh, I forgot again. I took so much unnecessary damage on that front Siren, and that's gonna be really bad now. Yeah, let's just try our best, right? We probably need double Titan's Tooth anyway if we want to be able to win this. Misplayed this fight very hard. I'm gonna redo this. I made so many mistakes. Took a ton of unnecessary damage on my Sirens, placed them in the wrong order. Right, my Primordium doesn't come with damage shield by default. I need to play him first if I actually want it. Almost made the same mistake again. Yeah, this fight is very bad for my deck in general. I don't want the Shadow Eater to have damage shields. Well, better than the morsels, right? Play pack morsels on top. Yeah, the damage shield should go on the top. This guy only has damage shield 1. He needs to be in the back. And Blink should be worth... no. It's not. We save it for next turn. maybe an even later turn. Yeah, this is a much better turn to play Plink. It allows me to play both of these and then use the Titan's Gratitude Titan's Tooth on the top floor as well. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Much better than last time. I have engine upgrade as well. And I think we again freeze the blink. It's a good chunk of damage. I do want these monsters. Play this. And Umbra Salt? No, perhaps save it. Play Prison Retrieval. Could just play them both. Prison Retrieval could fetch the Guardian Stone. I should try that. It did not. That's fine. Do not forget to block hits with mortals. That's what keeps your sirens alive. Guardian Stone. I think we have to play Titan's Tooth this turn. So I'm gonna Titan's Gratitude first, and if we don't discard Titan's Tooth, I'm gonna play it manually. Because that's gonna prevent quite a bit of damage for Pyre. Double penance this turn. That sucks. I think we start with this. Oh, that's actually not quite enough. Ooh, these are some nice morsels. Yes, I'm gonna take 10. Fine, Fell, you got that one. But you'll see, I'm gonna be much stronger this time around. How good is Furnace Tap on the bottom floor? This guy survives for quite a while. Should have played that one in the front. I forgot about the Chain of Gems again. This looks much better. So much better. Spells that add buffet to a unit. That could be... yeah, that could work. I could see that working. Furnace Tap is tempting, but I feel like we should get Ice Empire here. Maybe not. We're past the Scorchers. Most of them, at least. So the Amber Drain should be much less of a problem in future fights. Give me buffet 8. holdover, finally. Now we can Ember Drain to our heart's content. Still some cost reductions wouldn't be out of place. Like this. And the damage of an Umbra Assault should go up. Yes. No? We don't really need it in the final fight. It should be Titan's Gratitude first then. If it's not that important for the final fight, it should be Titan's Gratitude instead. Well, we get it anyways. And the cost reduction goes on Titan's Tooth? I mean, we're not often discarding them. And they are good. Let's get another Train Steward, actually 2 Train Stewards off the train. And then move on. Whew. Numbers enemy units enter with spikes 5. Primordium doesn't like that. It's actually a problem for Primordium, right? And we have Purifiers. We're not gonna set up the Sirens on the bottom floor. Primordium needs to keep his damage shields as long as possible. Not that long. It's not gonna possible to keep them for very long, but what do I want on the bottom floor? A non-attacking morsel so it survives? Kinda. And then we use the other morsels on the top. And this magma morsel might as well. Shadow Eater, very important. Let's Plink here? No, that's not gonna be reliable. We might as well want Umbra Assault. It gives us one more morsel as well. At least we now have these Purifiers covered. We need to get as much damage out here. Well, the Titan's Gratitude is gonna be enough. Bottom floor looks alright still. Primordium won't last forever. I think I need to get this Train Steward out now. Don't want to draw back into it. And we have Peril's Furnace Tap. The game should be mostly over at this point. Not quite yet, but we are getting there. Engine upgrade doesn't matter anymore, and I don't want to use it on the top floor. We don't have anything to draw with Prison Retrieval though, so might as well play it. That hurt. Okay, this is good. The non-attacking morsel is easily survive. We can even put one in front. We don't need to. This guy heals enough. We need a bit more damage here. Like this. Yes, I'll take 5, but otherwise I would have taken 15. Yeah, I mean, I might as well, right? Wait. Play these morsels first. Especially this morsel jeweler is gonna be important. He can block some damage. Okay, this is good. Didn't hit the Titan's Tooth, but that's fine. It's just gonna get frozen. We need a little bit of extra health here. That's 50. No, that's not worth it. I don't want to play this Magma Mortal. And we win. Okay. Yeah, I think this deck can do it. I think we can beat Seraph with this. Feast. One problem though. Final boss is gonna have sweep. I'm gonna take one of these tomes. Well, I only get to take one of them, but I feel like it's worth taking it. Huge power up for us. That should help quite a bit. That covers most of our bases. Vapor Funnel, no, that's not necessary anymore. Forgotten Name, no. Cuttlebeard, probably not. We have these Titan's Teeth. They could add quite a lot of boss damage. But we can only afford one relic, and there are more important ones. Fossilized Fangs, for example. Let's get the final Train Steward out of the deck, as well as a Frozen Lance. Is it a Frozen Lance? No, it's the engine upgrade. Right? It might not be the engine upgrade. That one at least consumes after played. What do I want to draw back into? Yeah, most of the stuff I could draw into otherwise would be better than a Frozen Lance. Yeah. Then again. We have 120 left. I'm gonna remove the engine upgrade as well. Does the dupe go on a Furnace Tap? Does it? I probably should. And for this fight, we want to do a different setup. We want to have focus on our Sirens and pretty much ignore the Shadow Eater for the most part. Not ignore it entirely, because it can still provide quite a bit of extra benefits to us by being around, but it's not gonna be very important at all. Even though we picked the double Gorge trigger one, it doesn't really matter which one of these takes the Furnace Tap multi-strike. And these sweep guys are the main reason why I changed up the setup. Because their sweep will eventually kill Primordium. Not right away, but it will happen. Actually, with the damage shields on Primordium... Oh, never mind, they get dispelled anyways. We need to get these furnace tabs out as soon as possible. The book doesn't matter anymore. The book was mostly there for silencing these Pyre Wings before I went into Ember Drain willingly. But that didn't really happen. Don't really know what to do with all these morsels, they're kind of useless. But I just want to cast as many spells as possible on the top floor. To get all the incant value I can. Yep, that's fine. Everyone here dies. This no longer has a target, right? It might have one, depending on what we discard. Just playing this for the Incant. This front Siren has multi-strike 9 already. Titan's Tooth or Umbra Sword, probably Titan's Tooth. Not like it makes a difference at all. Ooh, losing a lot of rage to those dispels. Really don't want to generate additional morsels at this point. That Siren can't stop attacking. She just keeps going and going. Too bad we can't kill this front guy and prevent the Primordium from dying, but honestly I think we should have to. It's a bit late for the Guardian Stone to show up, but I guess at least it showed up. That's a pretty wild Siren. 175 times 16. That's 2,800 damage per turn. That's a pretty good number. So, my plan on focusing on the Sirens worked out perfectly. I'm pretty happy with that. And that got us the Umbra Stygian win. So now only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 remaining. Yeah, I feel like slowly but surely I'm warming up to Primordium. He's really cool with Shadow Eater. And you can do some busted stuff with superfood. But what I didn't realize up until now is that he allows you to very easily focus on a different floor just because he provides food for a floor for quite some time. That is, as long as the unit you are feeding with him doesn't require tons of morsel, like a Shadow Eater. If a Shadow Eater eats just one morsel every turn, that's perfectly fine. The Shadow Eater is sweeping away all the backliners and staying alive, while slowly growing to be able to actually deal some damage to bosses potentially. So that's already pretty nice. Shadow Eater is probably one of the best units in Umbra to pair with Primordium, especially if you go with the buffet route, the Stalwart Snack. Pretty nice Gorge, Incant, Ember Drain deck. I like it. Worked out very well.